The mission of OKC Metro Alliance is to assist those who want to recover from drugs and alcohol. And our Firstep programs that are the long-term residential work rehab, they either come from an incarcerated setting or as an alternative to going to jail.
My story starts off like a lot of the other folks that go through Firstep. I ended up going through some homelessness and found myself in a county jail cell. And at Firstep, I joined and just found so much joy in going through the program. And
what led me to Oklahoma was a drug felony. I went to Firstep Recovery. They are there for you and they care about you 100%. They want to see you do well. They want to see you do good. They want to see you get your life together while you're there.
We are interested in helping people overcome that barrier with charges by hiring them directly. They are our employees. It kind of operates like a temp agency. So we have the partnerships with those in the community, such as the City of Oklahoma City, Regional Food Bank.
We lead a network to provide nutritious food and pathways to self-sufficiency for people facing hunger. We serve 53 counties in western and central Oklahoma. We have almost 1,300 partners, and one of our important partners is Firstep. And they bring people into this organization to help us carry out the work.
We will call and say, hey, we have a labor shortage or we have this new project going on. They will help us identify people from their recovery program to come and help us with that.
at Firstep, while I was working at the Regional Food Bank, I found real life experiences that I could cope with. After I graduated, they hired me on, and I've been here ever since. 9 years now. I've made a career out of this.
We can bring in people that are helping us do the mission, that are helping us carry out the operations, while also providing stable employment, benefits, everything that they need to become self-sufficient themselves.
We'd pick the guys up at the food bank and they'd all be running out all happy. And I was like, I wonder why these guys are so happy. And they're like, man, it's awesome to work there. They had asked me, they said, would you want to go to food bank to work? I'm like, heck yeah. Yeah, I'd want to go to food bank.
They're getting up and showing up for a job where they have a purpose, where people depend on them. And that is huge to recovery and to staying sober. Both of those guys, Chris and Christopher, went through the Firstep program. Regional Food Bank was the work site for both of them.
And they are learning as they go. They're picking up skills and gaining experience that's going to help them long term. So we have a very modern picking operation. We have a warehouse management system, electric pallet jacks and forklifts. And so we train these folks just like we train any new employee. All of this is applicable to where they might go in one of the many warehouses around Oklahoma City.
Usually we have anywhere from 4 to 8 folks out here from Firstep.
They also have an opportunity to possibly get full-time employment here, as we've seen with more than 20 people in the last 7 years that we've hired that have graduated from the Firstep program.
When I graduated Firstep, I was offered a job from the food bank. And actually Chris Eaton's the one that facilitated that. Employment to me was important because it gave me a sense of purpose.
And folks who have fallen on hard times are often the best example of tolerance and patience and grace. And so we believe they add an element to this culture that helps remind all of us to be grateful.
It's been my cornerstone. Me having a good job it's helped me be successful in my marriage, my family, finding a home.
Some folks like Chris and Christopher, they love to help other people who are currently in this program to get to the successful completion and get to self-sufficiency that we all want them to see.
I do have 2 Firstep guys that help me build the pallets because I can't be 3 places at once. So
Give them a chance. We spent a lot of times where just society has really rejected us. Having an employer that supports you through that journey is just paramount to our success.
anyone with an addiction or came from having addiction, if they can put that time and energy into something healthy, they make pretty good workers. They really do.
We've had probably more success with Firstep labor than we ever did with a temp agency. And it's great for the community because those are the people that live in our community. Why aren't we investing in them?
So for those employers who are skeptical about working with a population like this, I would say that this is your best option because they have the support of an entire program behind them. They have shown that they want to improve their lives.
It's probably a lot less risky than hiring folks that you don't know anything about. It will pay off for your company. It will pay off for your community. It will pay off for us economically as a state. And you'll learn that you're going to have a really loyal employee.